Hey, this is Andy Hawbaker with Coldwell Banker Realty, Northern Colorado. Hey, I want to talk about a huge advantage that you may have if you've got a child who is in college. So let's look at Fort Collins, Colorado. Let's say you had a kid, no matter where you live in the world, you have a kid who's going to Fort Collins, Colorado, CSU, and you want to put them up in an apartment. So I'm going to figure in that the first year you're going to put them in a dorm, and then maybe the next 3 years of college, you need them to pay a rental. So I'm gonna go through this slide by slide and show you how it's a great investment to actually buy a house instead of just renting a house for your kid. So let's dive in here and look at the first one. Okay, if you in Fort Collins, Colorado, right now you can buy a 2-bedroom condo for a purchase price of $300,000, roughly 320, maybe 287, depending on how you do that. So let's just consider $300,000. Now, let's say you put down 20%. There's a lot of ways that you wouldn't have to put all of that down. But for this example, let's say you put down 20%, which is $60,000. So you would have a mortgage amount of $240,000. Your monthly mortgage principal and interest payment would be $1,517. You're roughly going to have an HOA. The HOA is going to do the snow removal for you, and may have some cable, the trash possibly included, all kinds of things like that. So let's just say $200 a month for your HOA, and then you're going to have roughly $200 a month in taxes. I'm just figuring that on an annual basis and dividing that out by 12. So it kind of gives us a ballpark of what you might be looking at. And then you're obviously going to have insurance on the home. So let's just say that's going to be about $150, give or take. So your monthly cost for this home in Fort Collins would be $2,067 per month. Okay, so let's dive on to number 2 here. Your Fort Collins rental costs you, like we just said, $2,067 a month. Now, this is a 2-bedroom condo. So you're putting your child in there and you're putting a roommate in there. So the roommate is going to pay, really wherever they are for their own room in a condo or an apartment anywhere in town. They're going to spend at least $1,500. They could spend $2,000. So let's say that your child has a friend who is going to pay $1,500 a month in rent. You bring them in, put them in bedroom number 2, and let's see how this breaks down. So that child pays $1,500 a month. So you need to come up with that difference, which is $567 a month. So now instead of you paying $1,500 a month for your kid to be in an apartment, you're paying $567 towards this, and someone else is paying you the $1,500. So that saves you $933 per month. If you take that for a year times 12, that is a savings of $11,196 in 1 year. It's going to save you over $11,000 in a year to buy this condo instead of putting them up in an apartment for those 3 years. Now, let's look at how that's going to pay off over those 3 years. So I just said it saved you $11,000 a year. That means you would save $33,588 in monthly rent payments over the 3-year period that your kid needs this place to stay. During that time, your principal and interest payments will pay down the mortgage principal balance by $8,599, so about $8,600 worth of principal balance paid down. And then let's just say that the home appreciates at 5% annually. That's actually pretty conservative. Obviously, recently it was quite a bit more than that, but on average, 5 to 8%, somewhere in there is what your home is going to appreciate. So let's say the home appreciates at $5,000 annually over those 3 years. That's a $17,287 increase in the value of this home. So when you add that $33,588 you save in monthly payments, the $8,600 you paid down on the mortgage, and now the house is worth $17,287 more, that means that in 3 years, your investment has saved you or paid you $59,474. That's almost equal to the $60,000 that you put down, the 20% you put down. So really, at the end of all that, you sell this. Maybe your kid wants to stay in Fort Collins. And this is a place maybe they get a job. This is a place they can stay for a while and continue to have a roommate, or they want to have the place for themselves, or you sell it, or you keep it as a rental. If your kid's not in there, now you're getting the entire $3,000 per month. So all of those come to this conclusion. This is quite possibly the biggest no-brainer investment in the history of the world. That's right. Kind of a little joke there at the end, but seriously, what a great deal for you. If you're going to be paying rent for your kid to live in a condo anyways, just go ahead and buy it, save yourself, make yourself a lot of money. Again, my name is Andy Hawbaker. I'm a licensed realtor in Northern Colorado with Coldwell Banker Realty. I'd be happy to answer any questions, maybe help you look for these condos, small homes, whatever it happens to be. You can always learn more at my website, which is andyhawbaker.com. And I'd love to talk to you. So hit me up. Thanks.